Hi friends, I hope wherever you are in the world you are happy and healthy. My name is Tammy, and if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. This is a video I have been dreading because as much as I love face palettes and blush and bronzer, my first love was eyeshadow. And so obviously I have collected a lot over the years, but I'm also constantly decluttering. So I have given up a lot over the years, especially as I was trying to figure out what formulas work for me, what brands I really love. And you will see I have several brands here that I have multiple palettes from because they are just one of my favorites. So there are also several brands that I would like to try in the future, but to do so, at some point, I do need to declutter. I'm also a sucker that for nostalgia kind of packaging. Packaging gets me every time. So that being said, I wanted to show you my palettes. I currently have in my possession 194 palettes. Now, I have already in the past given up at least another 50 to family and friends and my daughter. And so I've had a lot of palettes. All right, so this one has not been touched. This is the Malibu Barbie from Colourpop. I have never touched it. I was not a Barbie girl. So I have no sentimental anything to it. So I am actually going to put this in a giveaway pile, most likely. I know I could sell it on Mercari or Poshmark, but if it is untouched, I'd rather just save it up for some sort of future giveaway for you all. So that's going to go in there. I also, in May, received this iconic London Beachside Babe eyeshadow palette. And I have these colors already, so I did not want to swatch it. I did not want to touch it. That way I could also put this in a future giveaway. Or sell on Poshmark and all that. This Viseart, I love, love, love Viseart. This is actually one that is an extra. Like I already have this palette, so I don't need to. It's part of a bundle thing. Anyways, I can't get in, but it is not touched. So this also will go into a giveaway. And also the Cupid eyeshadow from Natasha Denona. I already have this. Mine's a little busted, but this one is not touched, not swatched. Totally beautiful. It's one of my favorites. And I figured I will give this really nice one and either, you know, a friend's birthday, giveaway, Poshmark, whatever. So those four are going into right now the giveaway basket that is growing for later whenever I do a giveaway. And they may still stay there. They may go elsewhere, but right now they're in the planned giveaway pile. I have a little bucket growing. All right, that being said, so with those four gone, I have 190. 190 is still a lot of palettes, so let's get to it. This is my only ABH palette left. I had the Norvina like regular palette, and I loved it, but I had it in other colors. Let's see if I can wrestle this. There we go. So I actually ended up gifting it to, I think I gifted it to my mother because it has that rose gold. It's just so gorgeous. This is stunning. And it's really hard for me to give this one up because it has so many beautiful, beautiful colors. But I feel like some of these I already have in Natasha. Some of these, like this one, I probably have in Natasha. And I don't use the glittery ones at all. And someone else can give this love. So yeah, I am going to declutter my only last ABH palette. So that's going to be decluttered. And then next up, because I'm trying to do this alphabetically, is my Adept collection. I really like Adept's formula. I really wish I could get the Seahorse, but that is just out of my price range. Even with the coupon, I can't factor that in right now, especially right now, because I'm on that low buy, no buy. There's quite a lot of palettes gathering up that I want to get. So I'm hoping that by putting it on a list, when I do have the money to do it, I will have changed my mind. Anyways, this one is the Ninhydrin, and this is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm not going to be swatching all these because if I did, we would be here all day. Hopefully you have a drink and a snack because this will take a while. I'm keeping that. This is my Minka. Definitely keeping that too. This is the Amulet, and this is the light. And you'll see I keep all of these like things because I like to try to keep it nice and neat. I don't even take the stickers off the mirrors usually because I don't use these mirrors. Definitely keeping this. And then I also have the Heather Austin palette. So I am keeping this. All right, so I'm keeping all 4 of my Adept Cosmetics. Next is Bella Butte Bar. I have the Star-Crossed Lovers, which is gorgeous. You're going to hear me say gorgeous a million times. This is so pretty. So pretty. And I think this Lovesick is kind of like a purple that was in the ABH. So that's cool. I just want to like start playing in all this and just, I like to put stripes all over my arms. And then I go tell my husband I'm a tiger. It's just so pretty. And I only have one face and eyes to put it on. This is their Strange and Unusual. During Halloween, there were so many palettes coming out. So I chose this one from Bella Butte Bar over some other ones that were Beetlejuice themed. Beautiful. And I'm gonna be honest, this neon green makes me a little nervous, but I love the olives and the purples and the pinks. And I love that this doesn't have like a whole bunch of blues in it because talking about blues, this is my Blueberry Muffin from BH Cosmetics. This is the last of my BH Cosmetics palettes. My daughter has a lot of them now. I have the Mimosa also, and I recently gave that one up. So this is the last of them. And I love this palette, but I found I loved it more so for like these grays and light tans and these dark browns. I didn't really use the blues much because I'm not big on blue. So I was like, I have a lot of these colors in other palettes. I do not necessarily need this one. So I will go ahead and declutter this. So that's 2. Woohoo! All right, declutter bin. Colourpop. C is for Colourpop. I have this Harry Potter one. I'm gonna pull that up a little. And I know this is very controversial. I do not stand for what J.H. Rowling stands for or J.K. Rowling stands for, but I do love the Harry Potter stories and movies, and it has a lot of good memories for me. So I don't know why that went that color. Why did we kind of go yellow toned now? Anyways, this I am going to keep. I do not touch these blues, but I touch all the other. I use all the other colors, just not the blues and not the glitter. Who has one of these? So this is one that I made myself, and I love, love, love it, but it is so, so old. So I am going to go ahead and depot these and toss them because they are very old. I think they're from like 2015 or 16 or something like that. 17, I don't know. they still work, but with them being that old, I don't know. I feel weird putting it on my eyes. So I will declutter it, and if I find I miss these, I can always reorder them. I am going to keep this palette though, because that is so handy. I never see them do this like little 4-pan palette anymore, and it's so handy for travel. So I'm going to depot and just keep the palette, but that's one more gone, so that's 3. All right, this Tinkerbell from Colourpop is going nowhere. Nowhere. So pretty. Keeping that. The Darth Vader, I actually thought that I wouldn't like this, and so recently I played with it again, and I loved the look I came up with. So this one is staying. This is one of my all-time favorites. I just love this color story. It's just so beautiful. And I hate that it's such a mess. Like, I hate that it's such a mess, but I love this palette. It's staying. I also really love this one, and it is staying too. And why do it sounds like my phone is going, but it's not. And then I recently got this one, and I am going to keep this. I like the look I created. I got rid of my Honey, I believe, so I will keep this. Blush Crush. I loved this for so long, but I feel like I have these colors over and over and over again. I feel like this one has had its time in the sun, and I can let this one go. Yeah, I can let this one go. Someone else can love this. Quartz. Oh, this is so gorgeous. This is another gorgeous one. But I do feel like I have these colors, and the grayish tone, like, yeah, I don't need this one because I have this, and then I have it in other ones. So I can let my quartz go. Someone else can love it. Wannabe. This is really pretty. But I know I have these colors. So yeah, I'm gonna let it go. So Fly. I was so disappointed with this one. I'm gonna be honest. I thought I was going to love, love, love this color. It was nothing special in my collection. And then this one, I know, like, I have a couple times over. So this one bummed me out. I'm gonna let that one go. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. But what makes it gorgeous is this one mint and this one yellow with all these browns. Like, the color story is gorgeous, but the color story is not that unique. I know I have these in other palettes, so I am going to let it go. I'm letting this whole collection go. Woohoo! All right, I'm feeling good. That's another 5 out. Goodbye. All right. Still have more Colourpop. Witching Hour. Now I love the size of this. I love the artwork on this. I love Hocus Pocus. I like the artwork on this. I didn't really love this. I didn't really love this. Like, I just felt like you could go this row, but then you only have like these 2 purples, and I just didn't feel like these necessarily went with like the purples and the greens very well. But it just didn't, I just couldn't get a look that I liked. So I am gonna let this one go. Now this is one that I made myself. And it was brought on because I did not get the limoncello and I wanted to create something that was similar with the yellow and the blue. And then it just became this. And I love all these colors, so I'm going to keep this. Lust for Dusk. Who was it? I don't remember who, but somebody was like ranting and raving about how gorgeous this was. So I went and got it. And it is really, really pretty. What do I want to do with you? I do like the grays. And those oranges are pretty. I think I'll keep this for now. I'm gonna put it in maybe pile. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. Troublemaker. Troublemaker is going nowhere. Oh, this is another reason why I don't need the cords, because it has some of those. Yeah. Love, love, love this one. So Troublemaker stays. Star Wars. Now, this was the Star Wars that was on TV, or in the movies, I should say, when I was a kid. So I love this packaging. Like, this is amazing packaging, even like the inside, which is why I kept the box for this one. But I just recently did a look with this, and I did not like it. And I feel like, okay, I will then end up sticking with the neutrals because I'm not really going to touch these blues over here. They're beautiful blues, don't get me wrong, but I have a little bit of PTSD from the 80s with blues. And so I'm super picky with blues. And I just don't think I would pull that off. And I'm not huge on red, and I've got a lot of reds. But it's so, okay, packaging is going to get me. So I am going to keep this for now, give it some more tries, see if I can come up with a look I like. And if not, it may not make it to the next decluttering. So for now, I will keep it. All right, Gather Round Sisters, the first Hocus Pocus palette from Colourpop. I, again, love this packaging, even the insides. Like, I love having the candle. That this is gorgeous. Sorry, you don't need to hear that. I mean, and I appreciate that it doesn't have a mirror because, like I said, I don't use the mirrors very often, so I don't mind that it doesn't have a mirror. You know, I'm not going to use like the glitter one, but the rest of them, gorgeous. Yeah, I will totally use this still. And I am keeping that Hocus Pocus. So I don't feel so bad about getting rid of Witching Hour when I have this one. And I have the Hocus Pocus too. And this is not my favorite artwork. You know, I definitely prefer this artwork. But, you know, the inside again, I love those little details. This is just beyond gorgeous. I feel like I haven't used it enough. Like, you can still see, like, it looks like I almost haven't used this, but I know I did. So yeah, I'm keeping this. And I need to pull it out more because it looks untouched, even though I know that it is touched. There we go. Last Colourpop is my Muppets. Again, why did I get this? It's my childhood. I was sucked in with the packaging. And it is super cute. But I'm not going to, I'd wear this and maybe touch a few of these. I'd wear some of these greens, but I'm not going to touch the glittery one. I just don't like glitter near my eye because I rub my eyes more than I should. And you should never rub your eyes, but I do. I'm just going to be honest. So I think I am going to, I think I'm going to give this to my daughter. Yeah. She will love it. It's bright, it's colorful, and I just have to remind her, do not touch the glitter. So this is a declutter and this is a declutter. So two more gone. I still have this one on, you know, possible hold. Okay, now we're in the Dominique Cosmetics. So I only have two. I have the Latte palette, which I still love, love, love. So keeping it. And I have the Latte 2 palette. And I don't know why I keep this in the packaging. I think I could get rid of the packaging for this one, but like get rid of the packaging for both, but I don't. I don't know why. Latte 2 palette. Oops. Love, love, love. So I'm gonna keep both of those. And should I just get rid of the packaging? I think I am. I'm just gonna get rid of the packaging because that just takes up space. Okay. D-E. This is my only El Maquillage. I just got it from BoxyCharm by Ipsy. And it is gorgeous. It only has that one matte, and then the others are shimmers and just shimmery, metallic-y goodness. And so I am definitely going to keep this. Next, let's see here. I finished D, E, F, Fantasy Cosmetica. So I have 3 of the 4. I do not have the most recent one. So the first one they came out with is Druid. And I'm gonna be honest, this is my favorite. I love this color story. This is such a sexy color story. So this is my favorite. Then after Druid, they came out with Sorcerer. And this is not my favorite color story because it has the blues. You know, I can handle the blues, but definitely not my favorite. I do like these over here though, but I don't use these bright pinks every day. So this one just doesn't get as much love as the other. Doesn't mean I want to let it go. The collectionist in me says no, because I will use those. And on occasion, I might use the blue. Yeah, the collectionist in me says no. Am I going to get the Rogue? I don't really know, to be honest. And then the third one came out was the Bard, which is kind of like the pairing between the two. And this one, I like this color story too. I know it has that blue in the middle, but I love all the outer colors. So I'm very happy with that. So I will be keeping all 3 of those. Flower Beauty. This is the only Flower Beauty I have, and this is the Desert Lights. I have considered getting the Jungle Lights because I love this one so much, but I just don't think I need it. So at this point, I am not planning on getting it. Give Me Glow. I have 2 Give Me Glows. I have the Sweet and Sticky. I love this theme. I wish it smelled like cinnamon, but I love this theme. And I love these colors. Do I have these colors elsewhere? Probably. Probably. That's just so pretty. Probably. Most likely. Oh, yeah, most likely. But I like this color story, and I would like to keep a Give Me Glow, so I will keep that for now. Maybe it, you know, I want to see if I'll use it because I do have so many neutral palettes. It's a gorgeous neutral palette. Here is my other Give Me Glow Summer Vibes. Now, the thing that I do not like about Give Me Glow is that these, I mean, I could appreciate it for the value, but I just know I'm never going to get through all of this makeup. And I love these peach. I hear those three, like, I love those. Those are so gorgeous. Man, oh man, oh man. Do I have them elsewhere? Do I? I must have something elsewhere with those. Do I want to keep this around and give it one more shot? No, I'm not going to use watermelon. I might use that. I'll use the whole bottom row here and these. But this quarter right here, I already have this color somewhere. I have these a million times over. I'm not going to use this. I know I've got similar colors to all the rest of these, even though those three, no, I'm going to let this one go because somebody else can love it because it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And I love the Give Me Glows formula. I just wish the palettes were not so big. Like, this is a big palette. I'm not a big palette kind of person. And then the size gives me anxiety because I'm never going to get through it. And so, yeah, no, I will go ahead and declutter that one, but I will keep my Sweet and Sticky. It's small. I can easily toss it in a bag, use it. Yeah, so I'll keep this one. I wish those peaches were in here. Or that Give Me Glow makes a palette this size, but with like these being like 2/3 the size or half the size of those pan sizes. And then it has those pretty peaches. Okay. Glam Light is next. Oh, hello. I had both of the neutrals. Okay, let me see if I can get this open. Both of the neutrals and the purple one. And I gave away my other neutral and I gave my purple one to my daughter. So I only have this one left. And the packaging has my heart and soul, and I will use these colors. So I'll keep this one. Let's go to these because I hate going back and forth on these. I go back and forth on these so much. This purple palette. How often do I use purple? I really like purple. My family doesn't like purple on me as much as I like purple, but purple is my favorite color, so I wear it for me. And I did give away didn't give away, but I did declutter my ABH one. And I know I have some more purple in a couple other palettes, but not this much purple. I want to keep it. Yeah, I want to keep it. Greens. Yep, keeping. This chocolate, love, love, love. Keeping. So that leaves the margarita. These are not necessarily my colors, but this goes well. I think this would go well because some of these are, pastel, that it would go well with my Natasha Denona pastel. And I think these are the only other pastels I have. Do I have any more pastels other than my Natasha? I might, I'm not sure, but I'll keep it. So I go back and forth all the time with this one and this one especially. But yeah, I think they're going to make this round. And if I don't use them in the next year, then they may not make the next declutter. Scooby-Doo. This is another hard one. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? Hello, childhood. Glam Light like gets me with childhood. I'm telling you, it gets me with childhood. This packaging is gorgeous. I had to keep my highlighter just because packaging so much. And I'm like, I will force myself to use those colors that are out of my wheelhouse because I love the packaging so much. I was very tempted to get the newest Scooby-Doo, but I did not because I was like, I have those colors. Tammy, you don't need it, even though I really wanted the blush. But I was like, even with that, I was like, I have those colors. You don't need it. Don't be suckered in by beautiful packaging. Do I want to keep these? See, and then here's the other thing, like, oh, it's down there. My Shroud Cosmetics, It's Freaking Bad, has some of these colors. And the purple palette I just kept has some of these purples. Are they gorgeous? Yes. Gorgeous. I don't know if I can let it go yet, even though I'm like, I don't really. Okay, I think I'm going to. I don't have a green like that. But do I need to keep it for one color? No, Tammy, you don't. I've got two colors. Okay, I am going to put my Scooby-Doos in the think about it pile. Yeah, because I think I need to think on it. And when I see my Shroud, I will pull it up and really compare them. Because I do not want to keep it just because the packaging is gorgeous and it reminds me of childhood. That's not a reason, Tammy, to purchase these and not a reason to keep them. Granted, I do like Glam Light's formula, so that's another reason why I get it. Oh my goodness, Tammy. Okay, so I now have 3 in the think about it pile. Next up, Michaela. This is so luxurious feeling. And I love that it's green, so like it's not so obvious if it gets dirty. And these colors are pretty. And look at that. That's just like the ones that were in the Scooby-Doo. At least they look similar to it. But how many looks can I get from this? And how many times do I have some of these colors? Like, definitely have these browns, you know? Like, I know I have those browns a million times over. Million, because I am basic and I love neutrals. I am going to declutter this one. Yeah, I feel good about it. I'm going to declutter that. See, look at this. I didn't know if I was going to declutter anything. I'm feeling good. All right, my Berrylicious Strawberry Shortcake. Do we know why I purchased this from Glamlight? If you said it's because it's the 1980s strawberry shortcake over here, that would be correct. Because this does have pinks and greens, but it also has some, like, you know, deeper, almost not quite red, but, you know. Am I keeping it? You better believe it. This one's staying. This one's not going anywhere. All right, this is my only one from Glaminatrix. Is anyone surprised I got the Nearly Natural? And this is gorgeous. Yeah, this is going nowhere. This is gorgeous. I do want to hold on to it because later I have another one that I want to look at with it. So I'm going to put that to the side. Hip Dot. I only have one Hip Dot. And do we know why I bought it? If your answer was packaging, that would be correct. I love this packaging. As for the color story, I'm not really going to use that blue. This here and this here, those are just disgusting. The rest of the color story, absolutely love. So I have used it. I've liked what I came up with. It doesn't look like I used it, but I did. But I just need to know not to touch these two. They're like gritty and like sand and chunky, and it just texture-wise turns my tummy. All right, Huda Beauty. I'm just going to stick this to the side, but I'm keeping that. I have 4 Huda Beauty left. I had another one of these wild ones. I had the chameleon, and I gave that to my daughter. This is just such a pretty color story. And my daughter has been eyeing this, but I'm not ready to give this to her. So they are just going to have to wait. I'm going to keep this. And look at that packaging. Hello. Like a Jaguar's, you know, fur. Love it. I do prefer the big ones formula to the little ones. So like I also had like the nude, light nude, and it's gorgeous, but it was so light. It didn't have as much pigment that I needed. So here is my Mercury retrograde, which I have to say I love the name. And I do love this palette. Again, see, like here's those teals that I'm like, I have it so many times over. Like I really don't need teals, especially since I don't use it as much. But I am going to keep it. I'm going to keep that. This one is a no-brainer. I'm definitely keeping my Naughty Nude. Every time I have used this, I have loved the looks I've come up with. That is definitely a no-brainer. And this is a no-brainer too. Love my rose quartz. I did not get the one she just came out with this past Christmas holiday because it was so gold heavy, and I was like, I do not need that. So, you know, there we go. Look at that. I can say no. I don't always, but I can. All right. So these say Musée Beauty, but these are actually, it then became K-Love. And I love the theme of these. They're kind of bulky though. Love the theme though of taking an artwork and then using it, and so pretty. This is like the palette that made me think maybe I can wear blues because it's just so gorgeous. But I'm not going to wear half of those because I tried wearing the blues and it didn't work. And K-Love, I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but they are no longer in business either, and this is kind of bulky. So I think, yeah, I'm going to declutter both of these. Someone else will love these. And like, look at this one. So gorgeous. I think this is my only like rainbow-like one too. But I'm not a rainbow palette kind of person anyway, so. And it's not really rainbow, but kind of rainbow-ish. Again, those blues, I tried. You can see I tried. I like the rest of them, very neutral. Love the theme, but someone else can love these. So I will declutter those. Oh, I'm impressed. Way to go, Tammy. All right, here is my only Kaleidos. And not only do I think this packaging is awesome, I think the color story is beautiful. So this is going nowhere. All right. Laura Lee. I have 2 of Laura Lee Los Angeles. I want the one that just came out with Laura and Manny. So want that palette. I also want to just try Lunar Beauty. That's one of the brands that is on my Let's Try. I almost got the nude prism, but as you see, I have a lot of neutrals. So I was like, I don't know, but I've heard really good things. All right, so I have the nudie 2. Love it. Not going anywhere. I absolutely love this color. And then I just got, well, not just, but I got the Whimsical Nudes. Love it. Not going anywhere. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one I kind of wanted to compare because they both have like the olivey tones. Okay, here we go. Oh no, Laura has a whole lot more of those. And so like, yeah, these would probably go really well together, but they also both stand alone easily. Okay. That answered that question for me. So I am keeping all of these. Okay, Lethal. I have 5 Lethal palettes. And I will be keeping all of them. So I have The Lethal is Dead, which was the collaboration with Teresa is Lethal. And I love this one. Love it. In fact, I think I like this one better than I do the second one she came out with. So this is her more recent collaboration with them. And this is Teresa is Lethal. And I mean, this is pretty, but yeah, I like the first one best. I do like to combine the two. They like go together so perfectly. They are obviously sisters and need to stay together forever and never be parted. I'm keeping both of those. Then I have what is this one called? Night Flower palette. And they recently came out with Wildflower or something, which I like salivated over, but I'm like, I don't use this enough because I have so many, so I don't need that one too. But this is definitely my color story with the exception of those 2 blues. So I was like, okay, keep. And then when they came out with these 2, I got them together. So this one here is the Metamorphosis palette. And you know, that orange is not normally something I would wear, but it's fun to wear with these. So love it. I love the olives too. Because you know me. Well, you don't know me, but if you know me, green and purple. Even if my family doesn't like it on me, those are 2 of my favorite colors. I like to wear them. And then this is gorgeous. So right now, I do not have plans to get the Wildflower. That might change. They might come up with a lot more too before the end of the year, which will go on my little list. All right. Melt. This is my only melt palette. And again, I don't know why I have this in the package. I don't know, but this is gorgeous. And I love these colors. And yeah, I'm keeping it. I've only used it like twice, so I need to pull it out and use it more. And then Nabla. This is my only Nabla. And this is like a $36 palette or something like that. And I saw so many people rave about it. I think Jen Phelps raved about it. I saw so many people rave about it. And when I saw it, I was like, ooh, that kind of looks like a Biba dupe. And so I got it and I tried it. And I just don't think that I really like the Nabla formula because this did not work for me. It was, yeah, did not work for me. So I think I am just not a fan of the Nabla formula. So I'm definitely going to let this go. All right. Your eyes are not deceiving you. I have a lot of Natasha Denona. In fact, I have 31 palettes of Natasha Denona because I obviously like Natasha Denona. So let's start with these little tiny minis. I have the mini star. I love this one. I have the mini nude. This is another great one. Mini Biba, right? Yep. Yep. Mini Glam. Mini Love. Mini Crush. And this one, I think I've only used once. So I really need to use this one some more. Mini Zendo, or not Zendo, mini Xenox, Xenon. Anyways, this is my super smoky eye palette. I've only used it once. I don't do smoky eyes very often. I had the Colourpop 9-pan, and I was just like, that just takes up too much room. This had the same colors that I would want from the 9-pan. So I gifted my niece, I believe, the 9-pan. I just kept that one. Mini Star. Right? Oh, nope, that was the Mini Metropolis. Mini Metropolis. Mini Gold. Mini Retro. Mini Zendo. I'm missing one. Did I already go over the Mini Star? Mini Love, Mini Crush. Mini Xenon. Mini Retro, Gold, Metropolis. Oh, the Mini Star was the first one. Okay, so I was like, I know I have it. All right, so I am keeping all of those. I do not have the mini bronze because I have the bronze palette, and to be honest, I just didn't feel like it was too much different. Then this is the 5-pan palette number 9. These are all like shimmery. This is just so pretty. I have to. And then here's like the olivey. Yep. Yum, yum. Then I have the, I always get these two mixed up. This is the mini coral. Or not the mini coral, just the coral. Got so used to saying mini. This is the cranberry. And I can't remember all the name. Oh, Peak. Yeah, I should have known that one. Peak. Ayana. Right? Ayana. Yay. And Cupid, which is like one of my favorites. This is one of them that I have the extra. As you can see, it's a little banged up and abused and used and loved. That's okay. All right. You thought we were done? We're not done. All right. Here's my mini, or not my mini. I'm so used to saying mini now. Here's my gold. And that is currently in my panning project. My sunset. And I know it looks like I haven't used this, but I actually have. I've only used it once or twice though. So I really need to use it some more because it's beautiful. I love the look I came up with. I just got this with my Ulta points, my Biba. And my Triochrome. I did not get the Circo because I'm not that colorful. So I'm keeping all of those. And then, hang on, let me try to shift these so I have room up here. Don't fall, little palettes. Okay. All right, the Natasha Denona Retro. This is by far one of my favorites, which is another reason why I did not keep the ABH, I wanted to say Nirvana, whichever one it was, that big purple one, because it had some of these colors. So I was like, I don't really need the other one too. My Yucca palette that I just got with Ulta points. Sunset. Bronze, which is pretty, but I just feel like, you know, I don't, a lot of the looks look the same. Retro Glam. Zendo. Glam. Whoops. Dream palette, which is another one of my favorites. Love palette, which I also love and adore. And the pastel. Keeping all of my Natashas. All right, where am I going to put them so that they're out of the way now? I'll be right back. All right, so now my Nomad. I love, love, love Nomad. Nomad is another one of my favorites. And I love the aesthetic. I love that they give back. I love the whole idea that where they go, that's how they create their palettes. I have not purchased their last three because I am in this no buy, low buy, but also I wanted to love the Verona, but with the amount of like bluish colored shades and the reds, that one was not going to make it to my collection. Now the last two are on my list to purchase. Even though I have the Yucca palette, I want their Safari palette because it looks beautiful, and I love that they give back. So I feel good about, you know, not only supporting a small business, but also supporting a cause like that. Anyway, so this is my Paradise, and of all of them, I thought maybe this would be the one that I might go ahead and declutter, but I changed my mind. I played with it and loved it, and it does have some kind of pastel colors to pair with my other pastels. So I am going to be keeping it. I think I'm going to be keeping all of my Nomad because, like I said, I really love Nomad. So this is my Haunted Europe. This is beyond gorgeous. Not only do I love the packaging, and I love to keep these boxes also because it gives information right here that, you know, is not on the back, but love it. Not only is that packaging like, hello, how awesome is that packaging? But the color story in here, and again, see, I keep all these, those grungy colors. Yikes. So beautiful. Yeah, definite keep. I'm so glad I got it before they discontinued it. All right, this Winter Snow Lodge. Okay, yes, I know it's got quite a bit of blue in it. You don't have to tell me, but all the other colors I will wear, all of them. And I really don't have a blue this dark, so I definitely wanted to keep this. And I mean, and this shifty blue, it might be blue, but it's so pretty. It shifts to purple, and look at all the glitter on my hand. Yeah, definitely keeping. I think I can play with those blues. Those blues I might be able to, you know, play nicely with. And then this one, now this one I have a little bit of like an oils leak on, but I that's fine, whatevers. It's so pretty. So you can see kind of a little bit of an oil leak around that yellow. So pretties. And these blues don't even seem like blues to me because they have so much of like a gray undertone. So love this one. I just love Nomad. All right. Oh, American Parks. How cute is that packaging? Love it. Love this color story too. Fire and Ice, again, I know there's blues. I know you don't have to tell me. Oh, look, I never even noticed him. At least not in the back. I mean, look at that. That is gorgeous packaging. And yes, it's got blues, but these blues kind of have like a green hinge to them. And that little Nomi there, he has my heart. And I do like that orange red combo. So yeah, I can't let this one go. There's another like little, it's a little lighter, like a topper. So yeah, I know it has blues. You don't have to say, hey, Tammy, I thought you don't like blues. I love blues. I just don't necessarily love blues on me. I can, put it all over my hands and my arms, just not my eyes. And then, of course, Hudson Valley. This one was a no-brainer, kind of like the Safari one is a no-brainer for me. Got to get that Safari at some point. I mean, that's beautiful packaging too. That just screams autumn. And the colors scream autumn. So yeah, I'm really happy that I have this one. So yeah, now I just need to get the Jewels one and the Safari. So hopefully they still have it when I'm able to purchase it, because gorgeous. Okay. From one of my favorite, small business indie brands to another. Odin's Eye. So the last two Odin's Eye palettes that they came out with, the stones and the jewels, I have those on my list too. This Erd palette, I love it. I mean, I know that it's, another small one, but this one has at least 5. It has 6 actually colors. So it's not as limiting as a quad to me. So that stays. Okay. Hello. Did Amanda make this one for me specifically in mind? I think so. Because this color story screams my name. Screams my name. So yeah, this goes nowhere. This is so gorgeous. Amanda, if you ever see this, which I seriously doubt you ever will, kudos. This is breathtaking. I also really like Lauren's. And I'm a little envious that Lauren gets to be a mermaid. This has some neutrals in it, but then it has like that pop right there. This is just gorgeous too. I know it has blues, but they don't seem like it to me, not the 80s kind of blues. So yes. This whole collection, this one was the one I was a little worried about. This one is from Batty Bean, and it is bright. This is colorful. This is not my color story, not my wheelhouse. That being said, I did a panning project where I put this on my list for, you know, I had to use 5 different looks. And when I did so, I really loved playing with this. So it is staying. This might be something in the future that I do let go though, because it is not necessarily my color story, but I mean, she did these are beautiful colors. I don't have anything like some of those colors anywhere else in my collection. And as you can see, I have a huge collection. So she did amazing. They all did, but I don't know if that one will stay. All right, so this is the Saga of Freya, Cat's Breath. So pretty. And, you know, something that I love that, that Odin's Eye does, they tape that little plastic down usually. And so I know it's a simple thing to do, but I love and appreciate it because then I could just drop it back down. You know, this stays. I slobbered and salivated for this one for so long. I think the packaging is breathtaking. The colors are beautiful. Of course, I was looking mostly at these purples and these warmer tones right here, but even these blues are really pretty. And so I kind of thought I was going to declutter this. I've kind of gone back and forth on this one, but I think I want to play with it more. So I think I'll keep it. It may not make the next declutter, but I think I will keep it and see if I at all reach for it. Yeah. Here's one I will declutter though. This is the Alva, and I'm not decluttering it because it's not pretty. This is their older formula, which I like their newer formula better. It is gorgeous, but as you saw, I have like the retro palette and the sunset palette, and so I have some of these colors. And so this one can go to a new home that will love it. My Gila palette with Angelica is going nowhere. Okay, this packaging. I have no words. This is gorgeous packaging. Gorgeous. And this color story is super pretty. I love the olives. It's got those pinks. So yeah, this is going nowhere. This stays. And then I have the 2 Christmas ones, and I'm so glad I managed to get my hands on these because they are so pretty. I like this cooler palette. Made a really pretty look with it. And I thought that at one point I thought, oh, well, I can let this Merry Christmas one go, you know. But then I played with it some more because at first I was like, you know, I've got gold and green and, you know, but when I played with it more, I was like, yeah, no, this can't go. I'm keeping this. I am keeping this. So I am keeping all those. I only decluttered 1. And there are 2 more from this brand that I want to get as soon as I possibly can. So yeah, I've got 2 from Nomad I want to get and 2 from them that I want to get. All right, this is from Pink Crush. How Merlot can you go? Okay, sorry, you didn't need to hear that. This is beautiful. And you know, I really don't hear people talking about this company. And it's such a shame because I really like their formula. In fact, I think I am going to be doing a get ready with me or a 3 looks or something with this palette. I have only used it like so far 3 or 4 times. So yeah, I definitely want to use this some more. And yeah, I've looked at some of their other palettes and thought, ooh, I really like the customer service. I really like, this formula so far. So I probably will get some more in the future. We'll see. All right, here's my dirty. So I pride myself on trying really hard to get cruelty-free makeup. Deep breath. I did not realize when I purchased these, I got so wrapped up in the color stories and the hype that I did not do my due diligence. And once I got one, I thought I had, researched it. And so obviously if I have one palette from them, then that must mean that they're cruelty-free. I was wrong because Pat McGrath is not cruelty-free. So moving forward, I am not getting any more Pat McGrath because they are not cruelty-free, even though it's so pretty. And if she comes out with more Bridgerton, I might cry, but I am going to try to stay strong and not purchase anymore because I want to stand for what I stand for. And if you get, things, if you don't look into cruelty-free, that's you. No judgment. We all need to do what we do. We all have certain beliefs and stuff. And we just try in this house. And we're not always perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. I have things in this house that are not cruelty-free, but we try to do our best. That being said, hello, beautiful. So that's not going anywhere. I'm not going to declutter these just because they are not cruelty-free. I got these ones from Marshall's, obviously, or TJ Maxx, obviously. But I'm just not going to purchase more moving forward. And I am going to use these because I paid good money for all of this. Because every palette you see, I have purchased everything. I also got this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I think I got this one at Marshall's. Yeah. I love this row right here, this back row right here. All right, so I'm keeping those. And I'm going to be keeping these. So, this is number 6, I believe. Does it not say? Okay, well, I think this is number 6. And I still have the plastic on. Okay, hello. It's like I was born yesterday. I can't remember how to open these. So that's pretty. I'll just have to wind it up later. That's pretty. Okay, what did I do here, Tammy? That's pretty. Come on, thread. It's so tiny. That's pretty. And that's pretty. So those are my 8. I am not planning on purchasing any more. I am not going to encourage my family to purchase any for me. And this box is just all tore up from the floor up. All right, I'll have to fix that later. Okay, so I'm going to keep those to the side over here and move along. Shroud. So I have The Freaking Bats by Batty Bean, and this is my favorite collaboration that Batty Bean has done. I love this. Now, this is why I kept these 2 out here, because I want to look at them with this, because I feel like there is some overlap here. And if there is overlap, I do not necessarily need all 3. And my freaking bats is going nowhere. Okay, so there's those 2. And then my freaking bats. So I think I want to say that there's overlap because there's this one and this one. And they're not quite. This one is more green, this is more yellow. But they're pretty close. And this and this. That's more tealish and that's more blue. So they're not perfect, but they're very close. Very, very close. Let's see here. There's this one and this one. Yeah, very close. Okay, okay, those are definitely different. All right, I am going to keep all 3 for now. I am going to keep all 3 for now. I'm not going to let go of my Scooby-Doo just yet. I think I will hold on to it for the year, see if I grab them at all, or if I'm just grabbing my It's Freaking Bats. If I'm not grabbing for my Scooby-Doo, then I can let them go. Because they're not straight on dupes, but they are pretty darn close. So, yeah. I mean, really, I probably could let go of both my Scooby-Doo, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And I did not purchase the other Scooby-Doo because I already knew I had so many of those colors. So, yeah, I will hold on to all 3 of these. I did not realize how many of these I kept in boxes, even though I pull them out and use them. And I'm not quite sure why I do that, but I do. All right, and then this is also with Batty Bean. And this is Hallow Bean. And this is pretty. There's a lot of really pretty colors in here. Like, I don't have that color, I don't think. And that black flame is gorgeous. So is that ghoulish. Those oranges, they're pretty. I don't use them as much. But I'm going to keep it for now. Because the oranges do make my eyes pop. All right, so I'm keeping all of these too. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of room over here. Okay, next up is Sigma. And Sigma is another that I love. I'm really running out of space. Okay, I've got to move this one over here, this dust. Okay. So Sigma, I have this little tiny Magnifique. Beautiful, keeping it. I have this little winter one that just came out this past winter. Beautiful, keeping it. I'm going to let you in on a secret. I'm not getting rid of any of my Sigma. I love my Sigma. Now, I prefer this size to some of the other sizes that they have recently done, and I prefer when they have a brush. Those little 9 pans I have not touched because I prefer when they have a brush, and I like this. Like, I don't necessarily like when a brand has so many different size palettes. I like them like this lines up evenly. Gorgeous. Alice in Wonderland. Gorgeous. Cinderella. Beautiful. Enchanted. Beautiful. Ambiance. Basic but gorgeous. Untamed. Ah, my brush fell. Beautiful. Porta Rosa. I think this is one of, like, I see these colors and I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. But then I put them on me and sometimes I'm like, yeah, no. So this is not, I don't, some days I really love this and this is one of my favorite palettes. Other days it is like my least favorite. So some days it's on the top half, some days it's on the bottom half. But I'm keeping it. And then this is by far one of my absolute favorites, the Nomad. Yum, yum. Love, love, love this one. So I'm keeping all of my Sigma. I'm definitely running out of room. I'm going to have to move these here shortly, but I want to try to get through these last ones before I get the last group of piles. Yes, there is more. Okay, well, so far, I still only have this one in the maybe pile. Everything else I've been like, yes, no, maybe so. Simply Posh. This is my only Simply Posh Fairy Tale Fairies. This is my pastel palette. It is gorgeous. Recently, they came out with Citrus, and that was on my list because it's pretty. But I keep telling myself, you don't need it, Tammy. But it's gorgeous. And the packaging was gorgeous, but you don't need it. You got enough. All right, Simply, or not, Sugar Drizzle. I have 3 Sugar Drizzles. I love this packaging. First of all, I love dragonflies. And so what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? What am I going to say to this, you guys? Look at all those blues. I feel like I have these other colors. It's so pretty though, and the packaging has my heart. But I now have tons of blues. I even have a blue purple like that. So I am actually going to declutter this, and I'm going to give this to my daughter. Yeah. The Trick Roar Treat. Okay, this is going nowhere. Like, hello, E.T. with the dinosaur. So cute. Love the colors. Yeah, that goes nowhere. And then my MILF palette, this also goes nowhere. And as soon as I can, I have the Red Panda and Trash Panda on my desires list. So I have 2 more from this brand that I want to grab also. So keeping both of those. And this is the last group, and then I clear this all, and then I'm going to see if I can't finish it off with the last 40 or so. All right, this is Sydney Grace. All right, so I am from Northern California, so I am a Cali girl. So I, first of all, love the packaging. Second of all, love the color story because I am a neutral girly. And this Glass Beach, that is from my hometown. So this is going nowhere. And Sydney Grace's formula is so beautiful. All right, so this is the color story that Mel Thompson came up with for if doing a retro glam palette for Natasha Denona. And so this is the In Memory of Mel. And I never knew Mel. I did watch quite a bit of her videos. And I still go back and watch her videos. She seemed like a very lovely, down-to-earth, beautiful person in spirit. And yeah, I know that when certain things come out before I started doing my own like reviews and stuff, I would go and, you know, really wish that she had a review on it. So, yeah, anyways. So this is the In Memory of Mel, and it is just, it's beautiful. So I'm keeping those. And then I have Mel's actual Tiny Marvels palette, which is the first thing that brought me to Sydney Grace, because I saw this color story and I was like, ugh, hello, yes, all day, I will wear this all day. So this is what introduced me to Sydney Grace. Okay, I will be back with hopefully the last group. All right, sorry for the change in lighting. Hopefully you can still see all right. All right, so Too Faced. I have a lot of Too Faced. And it isn't because it's my favorite brand as much as the packaging gets me and the fact that these smell good. Gonna be honest, that's what, other than that, Too Faced is okay. Not my favorite, not my least favorite. So first up, Hot Buttered Rum. This is really pretty, but I have these colors. It doesn't really smell like hot buttered rum anymore, so I can let that go. The Too Faced Hot Cocoa. This is just so cute. Come on, those little marshmallows. This is a very neutral palette. I do have these colors, but I like these colors. It still smells like hot cocoa. This one is a keeper. Light My Fire. This is unique in the sense like that orangish red, like burnt orange and that yellow, but I know I have those colors elsewhere. Still smells a little bit like cinnamon, but I don't think I'm going to get as much use of it, so declutter. That's my jam. Oh, that still smells heavenly. And it's different than the others. I will keep that. Forbidden Fruitcake. Now, I don't necessarily like the packaging on this. This just looks gross. It doesn't smell like anything anymore, but I do really like these colors. And, you know, it does have that red. It has that duochrome right there. I will keep that one. Kitty Likes to Scratch. It's supposed to smell like tequila sunrise. Still smells sweet. It is a bunch of neutral colors and that red. I won't use that red, even though that red is gorgeous, because I think that was like a, yeah, oh, that is a pretty red. But come on, Tammy, you don't wear red that often and you don't really. Okay, and that black, the sparkles in it, you can't really see. And the rest is all very neutrally. And this is just a matte. All right, I'm gonna declutter that one because I don't need that. Even though I love the theme, Kitty likes to scratch. Okay. Salted caramel, love this theme. Still smells sweet, but not really like caramel. It is very neutral. They are different enough. All right, I'll keep it. Major Love. This is one of my favorite, definitely keep. It's supposed to smell like pears. Mine never smelled like pear. I don't know what the heck that was about, but Let's Play reminds me of Nintendo. Very rosy. It's one of my favorites. It's supposed to smell like bubble gum. It doesn't smell like that, but that's okay. I'll keep it. So I started with 10 of these little ones, and I have 6. I just decluttered 3, and I had decluttered one of the other ones before. All right, I decluttered already this year's, these ones, the Christmas ones, the baked cookies ones. I love these because it does have like the highlight or blush, but I have these colors. This one is Sydney, so it's supposed to smell like fairy bread. Oh, it still smells so good, but I really don't need these colors. Someone else will enjoy it. This is New York. It's supposed to smell like New York cheesecake. Still smells good. Love these rosy colors and pretty blush. But again, I have these. Don't need it. And last is from Rio. It's supposed to smell like papaya. Oh, that smells good too. And I love these colors. Oh, this one's hard. This one's hard. Tammy, you have these colors a million times. A million times. I could dupe this without a problem. You don't need this. Oh, but it's so pretty. Okay, bye-bye. I will go ahead and release all of those. All right. These I don't think are going anywhere. This one I know is not going anywhere. It still smells like peach. I just used it the other day. Love it. Cinnamon bun, cinnamon swirl, love it. Still smells good. Italian spritz is new, still smells citrusy. Love it. Keeping it. Better than chocolate, smells like chocolate. Don't love it. I love the smell, but I feel like the looks are all the same. I love the smell. You're not keeping it for the smell, Tammy. All right, I'm decluttering now. Teddy bear. Very, very pretty. Doesn't smell like teddy bear, Teddy Grahams. Well, not teddy bear. I don't know what a bear smells like. So, but it doesn't smell like that. And it doesn't smell like Teddy Grahams or graham crackers. But I have played with this numerous times and I love the looks I come up with. And I just think it's freaking adorable. I'm going to keep that. Pumpkin spice. Love, love, love. Still smells pumpkin. I'm going to keep that. And last, but definitely not least, is my natural nudes. Doesn't smell like anything, or at least I don't whip it, but I love the color story and it's such a great palette. This is actually my #1 of all of my Too Faced palettes, even though it doesn't smell. But I just, yeah, I appreciate that there's more matte to the shimmer, because although I always use shimmer, yeah, I blend in a lot of matte first. All right, one of my other small business indie brands that I absolutely love, Unearthly Cosmetics. Got a nice little pile here. I have the Heather Austin one coming to me. I also purchased their summer mystery boxes because, I mean, nobody does mystery boxes like Unearthly. They do fabulous mystery boxes, not only for the value, but the fact that they are, you know, not things that they just have laying around. It's created specific for those boxes. So I have those coming in because those were limited time, and so it was okay to get those. So I do have the Heather one coming, but it's not going to come until my surprise boxes, my mystery boxes come. All right, I love the packaging of these, but I already know I am going to declutter all three. These were from the Halloween, come on, Tammy, the Halloween mystery box. And I mean, they're pretty, but I do not really use quads. So I'm really only keeping that one quad. And I'm going to let these go. I just need more colors than 4 to play with to make a look. I'm not as gifted as some. I am not a makeup artist. I am just a woman who has always been a tomboy, and in the past couple years has really decided that they love makeup. Come on, Tammy. This might be my midlife crisis. There we go. Phew. I mean, but look at that packaging. It's just so pretty. And these colors, this one is hard to say no. This is a hard one to let go because I don't really necessarily have these colors in my collection. But I also have to say, how often am I going to wear them? And I just don't gravitate towards quads. So the purple one is tough and the green one is tough. The red one, not so much because I'm not big on red. I mean, look at the spider. I love her. I love her. And look at these colors. I do not necessarily have greens, these colors, but I'm going to let it go. Someone else can love it far more than I do, and there's no reason for it to just hang out in my collection and go bad when someone can love on it. So I'm going to color all three of those. This is going nowhere. So this one is from the Valentine's Day mystery box. And hello, beautiful. You're so pretty. I just love you. Yeah, this one stays. And then this is the only one I picked up from the Halloween collection. Though now I really want to get the Warms My Blood if they make it again, like redo it. And this is so pretty. And this originally had hard panned on me. And so I contacted them and they sent me a replacement. Like, I really, really appreciate how transparent this company is. I really appreciate the good customer service that I get from Unearthly. And I mean, hello, beautiful. So yeah, this is another one of my top favorite indie brands. I should do a video of my favorite brands, but I think you guys can kind of figure what my favorite brands are by the amount of palettes and things I have from them. All right, Fall Magic. They are redoing this, which I'm like, do I want the new one too? I don't need the new one, but this is just gorgeous. This is like definitely one of my favorites. So yeah, I'm keeping this, even though they're making a new one. I don't know how it overlaps. All right, Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Sleepover palette, which I believe was a Valentine's palette the year before, but I'm not positive. This is just gorgeous. This I just want to run all over my body. It's so pretty. I'm not even a pink person, like a real pink person. But this is so beautiful. Like, yeah, this goes nowhere. Nowhere. I will wear this. My husband doesn't really like the pink eyeshadow on me because it looks like I have pink eye, but I don't care. Or I've been crying, but I don't care. All right, this is the Lore palette. Now, a lot of people, I have heard like this is their favorite. It's not my favorite. I think it's pretty. It's definitely pretty, but I have these colors elsewhere, and yeah, I think I can let this one go. Poison Apple, is this not like the best packaging? I just love this. I just love this packaging, but it has a lot of reds, and the greens I have elsewhere, and it has a lot of reds, though it did make a pretty decent look with this. Do I want to keep it? Oh, do I want to keep it? Okay, I'm gonna put this, I'm putting this in the think about it pile. So now I've got to think about two of them. Fairy Frolic, I already know. Fairy Frolic goes nowhere. I love this palette. This is like top 5. I've got to put these like that or something, because and these are going nowhere. The Hauntingly Glamorous palette. Hello. So pretty. So pretty. And these are gorgeous. Yeah, goes nowhere. And this is like, I think this is my top favorite. Goes nowhere. It stays. All right. So now we are on Urban Decay. Okay, I need to move some of this. Sorry. Urban Decay. Okay. I have 3. I have this Wild Greens, and I know a lot of people did not like it. I love this palette. I think it is so pretty. But now I know that I have these colors elsewhere, so I can let it go. So I'll declutter that. Naked Honey. Again, so many people love this palette. It's okay. But I like my CP30 better from Colourpop, so I can let this go. I think I might steal this brush though. Keep the brush, Tammy. Oh. My Naked Wild West. Yeah, no, this one stays. I'm going to keep this. This is my only Naked that I am going to keep. Okay. And I'll declutter the other 2. Oh my goodness. I really don't want to get into this next pile. Okay, I'm going out of order. No, I won't. I'll just do it. Just do it like pulling a Band-Aid off, Tammy. I like Viseart's formula. So, yeah, I have quite a bit of Viseart. So this is the Violetta. And I keep these boxes because it has the names of the shades on the back. So that is why I keep the boxes. And I keep the little plastic thing on side because they do get kind of, you know, crumbly. And so, oops, hello. So I keep that too, to kind of keep them neat. So this is the Violetta. Gorgeous. I'm sorry that I like sing my happiness. My mother never got me singing lessons, so you probably don't want to hear it. And I think I'm also like tone deaf. I think that's the term. All right, and this is the cashmere. This is like one of my favorites. I have to like open it up on both sides and push. And this goes nowhere. I'll put that in the box later. And I just got this not too long ago when they were having the sale. I read it like this was going away. So I don't know if it is going away or not. And I went back and forth, like, do I really want this? Because that has that pop of blue. And I'm like, I don't know about this. But I mean, look at that packaging. That's so cute. In the end, I'm so glad I decided to get it because even though that is a pop of blue, sorry about the lighting right there, it is so pretty. There we go. It is so, so pretty. Keeping that, and then this is the warm edit. Try to do it so you can actually see the colors. This is the Paris edit. Oh, there we go. Should like put them all like that. That'll make it easier. Which is another super pretty one. There we go. This is the rose edit. And the spritz edit. All right, this will be easier to pull out. So this is the Petite Pro Soleil. The Solstice. Come on, Solstice. I'm out. The Paris Etoile. And to be honest, I got this one more so because I've been to Paris. And I mean, look how beautiful that packaging is. The Midsummer. Petite Pro Un, which I have never used yet. I need to use the London. I have not been to London, but I figured I needed all of the places because I am a completionist and I liked the color story. San Fran, I'm from Northern California, so been there many, many times. And that is gorgeous. The apricotine. The Petite Pro 2. And the Petite Pro Tress. I don't know if I said that right because I do not know French and it sounded more like my Spanish. So there you go. All right, so I'm keeping all of my, and that means we are, oh my goodness, I'm so gonna have to wash this. We're down to our last 3 palettes. So I have 2 of them from What's Up. These are the only 2 that I know of from this company, and I love them both. And I really hope they come out with another palette because they're gorgeous. So this is the Geode. Love it. And this is the Monsoon, Desert Monsoon. So pretty. So I hope they come out with another one soon. I really do like this brand. So I will be definitely keeping both of those. Now, this Winky Lux one, I was planning on getting rid of. This one is the Cashmere Kitten palette. I was planning on, will you stop, little girl? Of decluttering this, but I played with it so many times and I just love it. I just love, love, love it. So it is staying too. All right. So that means, oh, I still have these 2 to figure out what am I going to do. What am I going to do? Lust for Dust, I'm going to keep it for now. If I don't use it in the next year, then I can declutter it. And this Poison Apple, yeah. I think I'm going to declutter this. Maybe my daughter might want it or my niece. It's all right. So I just counted up and I started with 194, but 4 of them were never touched. So they went into my potential giveaway box as well as, you know, maybe I'll sell them. Maybe I'll give them to a friend. I don't know. These ones have all been touched though. So they are not going into a giveaway. I might sanitize and sell some of them. I might just give to friends. I counted up. So after the ones that were never touched went into the giveaway pile, that left me with 190 palettes. I just counted up the ones I've decided to declutter, and I decided to declutter 30 palettes even. So that means I currently have 160 palettes. That is still too much, especially when I want to get the jewels and gems and stones and rocks from Odin's Eye, and the trash panda and red panda from Sugar Drizzle, and the jewels and safari from Nomad, and the don't be jelly from Unearthly, and the Surge and Dollhouse from Blank Bunny, and the new Laura Lee and Manny. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. Anyways, so yeah, I love makeup now. You know, when you think about it, all those years that I did not buy makeup, I'm just trying to play catch up now. That's all. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my declutter / collection. So my number is 160. So we will see what it is at when the year is up or when I go to declutter next. Yeah. So until next time, stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.